What do we need to do to get these federal agents out of our state?
When someone makes the choice to come into an active law enforcement scene, interfere, obstruct, delay, or assault law enforcement officers, and they bring a weapon to do that, that is a choice that individual made.
Another person shot and killed by a federal agent in Minneapolis. You likely have seen parts of that video circulating online, on television over what happened. The man killed was Alex Pretti, a 37-year-old Veterans Affairs nurse. The Department of Homeland Security said that Pretti was impeding and assaulting agents and that he approached them with a handgun. However, video taken of the incident doesn't clearly show Pretti holding a gun. It has become a big topic of conversation amongst so many people as Minnesota lawmakers continue to call for an end of ICE to end their operations in the state. Our Joe St. George is joining us now live this morning so we can talk a bit more about the latest on the operation and what has been the president's reaction to all of this, Joe.
Well, good morning. This is the story that's going to drive American politics this week. It could result in a partial government shutdown at the end of this week. Democrats are so furious that they are threatening to abandon a previously negotiated deal to keep the Department of Homeland Security and other departments open. Federal government funding for many government organizations and agencies expires at the end of the week. Let's start with what's happening today on this still developing story. Again, this is going to develop throughout the day. We're watching court hearings out of Minnesota. There's going to be not one but two court cases today. One involving local and state officials' desire to protect the evidence in this case. Remember, there's tensions between the federal authorities, federal government, and local and state officials over who should handle this investigation. Additionally, there is a court case that could remove immigration officers from the state of Minnesota. That's what the Attorney General of Minnesota wants. As far as President Trump goes, in a Truth Social post last night, he seemed to outline some demands for better cooperation. That includes local officials in Minnesota working with ICE officials in a more constructive way. The president told the Wall Street Journal yesterday that they are reviewing everything, and there were so many camera angles of this shooting that again appears to contradict what federal authorities initially said. That's what's stoking so much, driving so much of the division regarding this story. As far as the memorials for Alex Pretti, they only continue to grow in Minnesota and across the country. Our Scripps News Group cameras caught up with one person at a memorial yesterday. Take a listen.
And he got killed. You know, it's just too much. They're killing us. Nobody's coming to help.
President Trump did leave open the door to leaving Minnesota in the Wall Street Journal interview that he gave yesterday, saying that at some point that will happen, that the immigration authorities in Minnesota had done a phenomenal job, the words of the president. But this has created, again, guys, another source of division in this country. Even the NRA, the National Rifle Association, they're calling for a thorough investigation here. They're concerned that Alex Pretti brought a firearm to a protest, appeared to be exercising his Second Amendment rights, and then of course all of this unfolded. This is going to take us a lot of different. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns with this story all week long. We'll cover it. We'll cover it thoroughly throughout the week.
Yeah, there is a lot of contention. I'm sure we will be checking back in with you, Joe, for any updates that we can get. Thank you for that perspective.